Okay, I don't know if someone's going to show up. Someone said they're not tired, and yeah, I've been trying to do this for a couple of days now, but I cannot tell scary stories if there's not an audience. I will probably not record long because it's 12:40 a.m. over here. I'm just going to wait until time says 2 minutes, and that's when I brought this in live stream. So yeah, it's been months now since I left the live stream. I've I've been busy. Been busy with a lot of stuff. Just gonna just check. Got the notification that I'm on live. Volume's turned down. Okay, finally. I was supposed to end the live. Yeah, I probably won't be on live for long, maybe like 10-20 minutes because it's 12:41 and yeah, and I got some work to do later probably. Okay, let's start with the scary stories. I just had one. I forgot. Yeah, what's a scary story? Okay, I think I got one. No, I'm making some up actually. I make up the stories. Unless they're actually true stories, then that would be something. Okay. So this took place a couple of years ago. So what happened in the story was this is a Halloween horse story. I believe I done one last time. So it took place a couple of years ago. Four kids were trick or treating and stuff. And apparently, one of the kids said that there's a abandoned house that no kid ever dared to enter. Everyone was shocked because because of the rumors they heard about the guy who went in the house and disappeared. One of the kids said, "Yo, let's just go in there and break in and see if there's some old dead stuff." He was one of those typical weird kids who no one really likes. So they get on that, and apparently the door was unlocked for some reason. They were all staring down. They were they were confused why a abandoned house has an unlocked door when there was tape saying "Do not enter." So the kid went up and looked around while the other two decided to just look around the back. 5 minutes later, the kid hears a knock. He quickly runs downstairs to the backyard, seeing his friends. Like, did you knock at the door and play digging down a ditch with me? The two kids reply, no, we were here the whole entire time. They thought the kid imagined what he was hearing. The kid goes back up again to explore. He hears the same knock again. This time he gets scared that he noticed his friends were outside through a broken window. He was confused. He knew someone else was in the house now. He looked around, but couldn't find anyone. Apparently, 5 minutes later, he gets a text message from his mom saying, "Where are you?" You've been gone for an hour now, trick-or-treating. It's way past your bedtime." He quickly had to leave and told his friends goodbye. He went home. Apparently, everything was right. Then, again, he heard a knock at 3:07 a.m. He got up, looked around. He quickly tried to wake his mom up, and apparently she heard a knock too. This time, the kid decided to call the police because of his mother's permission. The cops came over, and the kid told what happened. Apparently, the guy said, "That's impossible. No one could be in that house. The only door or key that was allowed in that door was burned down. What with the house? Apparently, the house was burned down or something." But apparently, the cop heard the knock as well. They all looked and found out it was some dirty old who lived in that house and who had the key the whole entire time. He was arrested. Apparently, it was found out that he was the one who burned down the house because he didn't like paying taxes. The kid was scared of trick-or-treating after that story. And ever since then, no one goes to that house. Okay, next one. Technically, one of the story I'm about to say is actually a true story, but that's actually true. Okay, second story. I don't know. Okay, my phone is still at 5. Second story. Okay, so this is a horror story of Home Alone. Okay, a scary story of. Okay, why are we talking about Ringo Starr and stuff? Okay, so a few months ago, a kid was in charge to be home alone for the night with his friend. His parents wouldn't get back until 2 hours later due to the car ride being long. It was 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back, but they were probably going to eat somewhere a couple of times. And the kid's older brother was out on a date while his sister was at the mall. So the two kids decided to be a good idea to prank call people and stuff since they had nothing else to do. Apparently, one of the kids jokingly said, "Hey, let's prank call the cops." The kid replied saying, "Dude, are you nuts? You'll get in trouble for that." This was a time around before phone had your number information. So they called the cops, and the cops were like, "What's your emergency?" Kid said, "Yeah, you're my emergency because you're a bad police officer." Terrible joke, the kid said. He hung up. Before it got hanged up, the guy said, "What's your address? What's your email?" He was totally freaked out. He quickly hang up the phone, and they decided to go to sleep. 5 minutes later, they hear a knock. They looked out the window and realized it was a police uniform. They were scared that they were going to get arrested. But the guy looked closely, And the kid said, "That's not a police officer." I said, "What do you mean?" He showed me the police uniform and there was a tag of a price. It was $39.84. It was a Halloween costume. Maybe someone's pranking us? Could be. They decided to call the real cops if something happened. The guy broke in and yelled, "Where are you? Show yourself!" They were terrified. They called the real cops. Apparently, the guy was arrested. He was known as being a police officer who was the operator, but he wanted to be the police officer. So he quickly stole a Halloween costume and pretended to be one. And he decided to hunt people who did prank calls. He always knew the address because he has some skills. He was never seen again, and people say that he never prank called the police. Okay, third story. Okay. This is a scary camping story. Okay, this happened about 5 weeks ago during summer. The kids got out of high school and stuff, and they decided to go to a camping ground to celebrate. They bought drinks and stuff, so they were up all night. But they got tired at 3 o'clock. They decided to go to bed. But one guy went up to go to the bathroom and went behind the bush. When he came back, apparently he saw someone trying to get in the tent. The guy said, "Hey, you're in the wrong tent." He recognized it wasn't one of his friends because they were all passed out very easily. The guy turned around with a smile saying, "Oh, I thought you were alone." The guy chills down his spine. The guy quickly said, "Don't make me call the cops." He said, "Here in these woods, I don't see a cell tower anywhere." Pulled up his knife. The guy started to scream. He ran and ran in the woods. He was scared. He decided to wake his friends up, but he had to be careful not to meet the guy. The guy was walking around. He managed to sneak into a tent while his friend was still sleeping. He shook him up and slapped him. "Wake up!" The guy was so mad he started to punch him. He said, There's a creep out there." The guy said, "What do you mean?" He looked out the tent and saw come out wherever you are. Let me play the knife game." So they quickly woke up their other friends. They managed to run into the car but realized that the brake was cut because it was dripping and there was oil everywhere. If they did try to use the car, they would just crash. So they quickly ran to someone's house. The guy woke up saying in anger, "It's light. What is it?" The guy said, "Someone's chasing us." The guy quickly let them in. They explained everything. The guy called the police. He was arrested. He was known as being a partier, the kind of person who always partying on stuff. And apparently he thought he was dreaming. He thought because he was up all night he was starting to lose his sanity. He was quickly arrested, but he needed special help to get over his insanity. Okay, time for this fourth story, which is true. This one is actually true and not made up. So, who's ready? Because I was meaning to talk about this for a while now, and it's the time to tell you the true story. Okay, this took place in August or September. One day, so August, September, so it was near the end of summer break. The kid forgot something because he had to go quickly get it because he was afraid that there was going to be a storm later. So he quickly went there and went and opened the door and closed it behind him while taking off his shoes. He goes to the bedroom, he finds all the stuff and realizes there's an old guy at the end. The kid was scared, like he was scared. After a few minutes, he decided to go out there, but the dude was gone. The kid looked around, but didn't find the old guy. The kid's parents were gone as well, so the kid went inside the house. Apparently, he never told anyone. To this day, he still wonders who the old guy was. But he's not sure if he was real or fake. And that's a true story because that kid was actually me. That's a true story that happened to me like almost a year ago, actually. Because there was a video that we never finished or something like that. I went inside the trailer to actually grab all the stuff, and like I was actually scared because like it was like daytime, and I noticed an old dude who was old in our yard for some reason. But the question that I like still wonder, I don't know what he was doing in our yard in the first place. Because it was like in 2020, like during the end of summer. He was in our yard trying to do something. Like, I don't know who he was. I definitely know that my parents didn't hire him because, like, my parents are gone, honestly, and don't think the guy would have been in the car because I like looked around like the trailer and I know it wasn't a neighbor like on which west side on this side the neighbor has a really long, like I know almost every single neighbor and none of them looks like the guy. Apparently, like all he did was close like the window thing and that's it. Like he like I don't know like what I thought was true, but trust me, like I would be more terrified if I went out there when he was out there and looked and he wasn't there when I looked. That would make me actually scared. Because I'm actually scared sleeping inside the trailer now because of that day sometimes. Because I did not know what I was seeing. Like, 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 anything else happened to me? Well, something actually scared me. But technically, I wasn't scared. I was just crying. I actually could have been afraid of stairs, actually. Because one incident. I guess I was the first person talking at 1 a.m., so beat that. Like, I have the fear of stairs at my school now. Every time I walk upstairs, I always look above me. I always do that now. Like, I'm terrified of stairs so much. Technically, not really. I'm not scared of my stairs here, but at my school, I am scared of stairs. Because I always go against the wall every single time when I'm going upstairs where the roof is. Yeah. And eventually my teacher told me, write things that you're scared of. I can actually think of a lot of stuff that I'm scared of. Because if I said stairs, because like I wrote down window because I could have been terrified of windows, but I'm not. I'm not terrified of windows, but I could have. I haven't been up this late since I went to the hospital that one time. Eesh, if it was during the school day, I would have been tired. APB. What? Yeah, my computer charger is in the other room, and I still have a long time before it dies down. Yeah. Wait, what percent is my phone at? Oh, it's still at 5% somehow. Why do you want to see my phone? Technically, guess what? You can't. The flashlight's on. And if I turn off the flashlight, you can't see me at all. I could still be in this room. Why? Only way you could see is if I didn't have the flashlight on. Here's a better idea. Ghost. Okay, I'm just going away until I come back. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I do. Guess who has the Nintendo Switch? I do. Okay. Now, where was I? Let's wait to see your phone. If you can't see anything at all. Okay. Now, I have to go. Goodbye. Night vision. I can see you. Well, technically you can kind of see me through this light. But I have to be careful because the computer's like right on the chair and the computer could fall. But good thing it's bounced. Night vision. I seriously could feel like the chat with the night vision. It's a phone 7. Okay. Oh yeah, also I set like a story kind of thing when I was playing like real life world story, like the final part, and I couldn't finish the story, so I'll probably just finish like the story I was talking about, because I couldn't finish because I was swearing in that game. Like you don't know how many times I got mad. You don't know. Like you do not know what I had to deal with. And one the part of the game is just like the like I like if I couldn't figure that part out, I would probably just stop playing the game if I couldn't, and just like delete the video. Okay, apparently, like I hate escape room nowadays. It's not like what you think, like, 'cause I never solve it. There was like this one time where my class actually almost solved it. I was just laughing. Like, like what happened was my class went on a field trip to a place. We went like uh like those kind of boats where you use your legs to move. Yeah, that was fun. I had to be stuck with a teacher assistance because, like for me, I am basically a person in my school who's basically always hangs out alone. Basically, not talk to friends a lot or hang out with friends. I'm the typical kind of guy who prefers to be alone sometimes. And I was always, and we did one escape room. Yeah, then we went escape room. The most awkward thing about the escape room was, wait, was it? I believe it was during. Was it? Oof, that was indeed awkward. That I really hated that escape room. Oof, yeah, I definitely hate field trip now. But there was this like one field trip where I was running a lot because one student was always chasing me because he wanted me to confess something. And thanks to him, it didn't work. Okay, where was I? The only reason I escaped from because I had a worker. Yeah, because like a worker that would take me up places and buy me stuff. Luckily, nothing too expensive. Like it was always like me and her a lot. And like one day, another person showed up. Apparently, I don't remember his name, but I know he hates sitting in the back seat because he had stomach problems. I don't know. I don't know what that is. What's the NG? I don't know what this is. Yeah, apparently, like I had more painful stomach pain. I get car sick so many times because every time we're driving far, I like I cannot handle being in the car for an hour. So every time I go to my cousin in Quebec, it's like a long drive. Then when we get there, it takes me a while to feel to to feel not like car sick anymore. Yeah, apparently I am always the one who's basically left behind because they will always. No, wait, it was a different, not that kid because they they kept finding puzzle and like sometimes that person would take the credit. They would find something, the person would say it. Like they didn't even notice how happy I was. They they never actually really paid attention to me at all. They were only caring about winning the game stuff. But for me, no. There was this one time where I actually got in trouble and I was actually scared too because it was like like she did not let me explain because I believe because like she took us to a house that's basically lock proof everything and I figure out to unlock one of them. So like one day before we left I was actually like tired because it was getting late. So I decided to lie down in the bed and the bed broke. Something went wrong and like me I sit down the bed just completely broke. So I just closed the door and hoping that no one noticed. But someone did. Yeah, technically the bed broke somehow. How? It wasn't not my fault and she got mad at me. That was like a long time ago. I don't see her anymore because she moved away. She moved like 3, 4, 5 hours away from here. So but then now I have a new worker, but I don't see her anymore because, yeah, because of that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I did say I was scared of windows maybe or stairs. I am now scared of stairs a bit now. I actually almost went up in the hospital because of that incident. I could have lost my memories. I could have a broken skull. Something terrible will happen. I actually could shoot someone. Like when I went to the school, I would shoot someone. Yeah, next time I see those kids doing it, I'll probably just suggest to the teacher not doing what they're doing because of reasons. And not a lot of people in school knows about. Apparently, what happened was my teacher will always make us run up, down, 3 3 floors. You believe it? 3 floors. Then after we're done running, she will take us to the NPR. And so we just did that. But one day, when I'm running up and down, I notice a kid. Don't know the student, but the student carried a wet floor sign all the way up to the 3rd floor. No one stopped him. No one, not even the teacher. Like, no one stopped him because they were like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, just fucking carry up to the 3rd floor. If there was like puddle there and someone slipped, they wouldn't be able to sue the school, but whoever moved the sign. Then went up there. But then when I went back up, it was leaning like this. And I was like under here. No, I was above. I could have picked it up and moved it, but that wasn't my responsibility because no one else noticed. So then, now when I ran up again, guess what? It hit me in the head. Right there, I believe. I cannot see what you're seeing, but I believe right there. And apparently, I couldn't get it up because I was in pain. Then I had to get an ice pack on my head and lie down. Yeah, basically, now when I go to the stairs, I always go to the one closest to the door. No, walk around. Because there's no way I'm walking all the way here to there to get to that door. No, I'm not. There was that one time where I almost got caught and almost went to the principal office. I'm surprised, I didn't get in trouble. I actually got lucky because what happened was I was in 9th grade. I I used to walk around a lot to school, and I still do that sometimes. But school's over. One day, I decided to go to the 3rd floor. All the teachers were there. Then I go back down, and someone told me, "Yo, you're not allowed to go to the 3rd floor." I did not know 9th grade could do that, but I should have suspected that. But I did not know that rule. Ah, what's another story? Well, there's some other stories. There was this one story where I got lost in the maze. Yeah, I went to a corn maze or something like that, got lost. But I found my way. So that happened. Got lost in the corn maze. Don't know what grade it was. It's hard to remember. I don't know. I'm getting that haircut. It should be soon because I'm looking like my cousin right now. Who doesn't upload videos anymore? One of them right now is in BC, and the other one is planting trees for a year. So one of my cousin is gone for a year planting trees like his brother did. That's some weird family tradition. Like one of them has a YouTube channel with 6, 7, 8, 9 subscribers, 12, 14. I don't. Do I have no time to check? Okay, 3%. Okay, make that 1%. 32 subscribers, only 7 videos. The last video was a year ago. So last year, technically almost 2 years now. Technically not really. Oh, phone died. God dang it. God dang. There we go. Phone died. Okay, I'm done with the stories anyway. I think of more, but that would be after 7 months later. There was 7 months apart to the part. Okay. There was another story. Oh yeah, there was. Okay, well, there was this one story where, let's just say, I did not like it. Taking the bus ride back, I did not like. Apparently, me and my classmates decided to go to an apple farm or something. Like, I have like pictures, but my phone is dead. I could like try and like get pictures and stuff, but someone else took it, and my phone is dead. It's dead. Even some print is dead. So everything was fine. Apparently, I believe I was wearing my school sweater. Or was it a shirt? Yeah, then I had the bus ride home. Apparently, one of the teacher put like some box right next to me, so I had no room. Then my friend decided to sit next to me, and we were basically just like talking, just talking. She's been always a strange kind of person, a little strange sometimes. Because she would always ask me, like, do you have Snapchat? Do you have Facebook? Do you have Messenger? And I only told her that I only have. No, she didn't say, do you have Snapchat? But I only have, like, Snapchat and messages. So those are the. Now I have Instagram stuff. Technically, I don't make a lot of videos. Yeah, then. Actually, she was just always like, yeah. She would just always follow me around during school hours, actually. Technically during lunch. Every time I tried to walk, she will just follow me. So basically, yeah. That was basically the. Oh yeah, and the window. One reason I could be scared of window right now is because an accident happened. Like, if you saw one of my videos called All My Friends Left Me, that's not a lot of views, but it showed that my hand, this left hand, bandaged up and everything. If you watch the video, bandaged and up. Because apparently what happened was, that video was taken the exact same day of the accident. Apparently, my friend and his other friend, who we are no longer allowed to talk with because he's that kind of friend who you hate. Because what he does like it's like he always do inappropriate stuff around us, and he's like 12, 11 years old. And apparently, he did like terrible things. Like he keeps stealing stuff. Like he's like, I know his mom could do something about, but she can't because of reason. I should not say because like what happened. Like he once actually broke into someone's house and went in their pool. Technically not literally. He just went to the back, just went in the pool. And apparently he could sue someone because of if he got injured. Like apparently, like what happened? My friend decided to stay out like one exam because he did not want to do the video. The video it was cancelled because I didn't want to upload it. But the video was about like the babysitter junior, like an old lady babysit junior, and she's like a crazy old lady who basically was crazy kind of way. I believe it was the old lady. Apparently, yeah. Then I decided to do a final scene. 1 second. At this window right here. I was like on the other side of that window. So I was inside outside and like let me show you like a recreation like what happened. You cannot see the window, but this is what happened. Let me just grab someone. Okay. So he like grabbed like the junior clutch and he like threw it at the window. He literally just threw a Luigi junior clutch at that window, and this is before this new window. So basically, cause like if he hit it hard enough, he could actually broke in the window. Because like this window has two windows. One window is to lift up, and the other one is to open it. So there's basically two windows. And that's kind of strange, right? Okay, well he left. Yeah, two windows in one. Then I got so mad because he could have broken the window, like, like cut me somewhere because the glass is really sharp. So I opened the first window, and I tried to open the second one through. My friend said it was like unlocked, but apparently when I lift up, apparently, apparently I believe that's what caused it. Because I thought he said that part was unlocked. I tried to open it, and we all know what happens. I, I can't open it. Then big window, goes everywhere. Last one everywhere on the floor, but it's hard to say if there's actually still glass somewhere in this house, in this basement. But my friend comes running up, and he's like saying, "What the hell?" Apparently, I look at my hand. My hand is bleeding like everywhere. So, and my parents were gone. My parents told me to just wash it off. And apparently, I had to get bandage and stuff wrapped around. So they went home hours later. I'm surprised they didn't go home sooner. Then I was in the hospital there because she brought me there, and I was there for hours. hours and hours. Just getting bored. So after a while, mom wanted to take me home, and she said the lady at the desk saying, "Oh, he cannot go home because he might need stitches. So if after like a certain hours later, if they wouldn't be able to do it. So I had to stick there until yeah. Then I finally went there. I was shaking because I don't know how stitches work. Okay, this is Todd. There was actually a story where I actually witnessed something really terrifying kind of way that would probably scare me as a child. Well, let's talk about that later. Then yeah, and like stitches and stuff. They go ahead and get stitches. They decided to glue my hand together, glue the skin together, and the doctor said to not get this soaking wet. I wasn't allowed to take showers because of it. I could, but I would have to make sure it's not my left. And like I couldn't swim in the pool because of it, so mom put like rubber gloves and stuff. Then I had to get my arm in the air to swim. Yeah, it's been years now, and but cannot see it, but like you really can. Like yeah, you cannot see it. Let me check. Like well, I'm probably just going to end it in a minute. I'll probably just explain this other story, and I'll probably just end it. And I'm at wait, where do you go to? Okay, we're here. Okay, so this story, it was like someone I knew had to get stitches. Actually, this was taking place in eighth, seventh grade. Apparently, we used cardboard box cutter. Then, few minutes later, a kid starts screaming and crying. I turn around, and he's like bleeding up everywhere. Like he managed to get himself here to all the way down here somehow. The teacher was like had to call the office. He had to go home, and no one saw him for a couple of days. Like I don't know, because I think what happened was I think he tried to cut down and accidentally hit his arm, and yeah. Okay. Anything else terrible? I did know that I almost drowned a couple of times. Yeah, a couple of times. Eventually, I still have a mark of the accident. I believe that was caused, and I know I almost choked. Oh well, there was a story that my house almost burned down. Yes, my house burned down, almost burned down. I wouldn't be able to live here anymore because my house almost burned down. Cause like I gotta like show you something real quick. Like right there, you. Okay, so it's like our game machine was used to be in that little area before, but Dad moved it because apparently I was sleeping in the other room. There was smoke everywhere, and apparently that found the source. And apparently, I believe the arcade machine got lit on something, and apparently there was little latches, and no one was allowed downstairs for hours. Yeah, so I could have died in the fire. that mistake should not happen again. I'll probably just end the live stream, distract my phone, because I'm working on the video right now. I don't know what's going to happen when I upload the video. Could get partly blocked or something. Because, like, I'm not going to play anymore but the video. So I'm just going to end the live stream. If you got any last words, I suggest you say them now. Got some videos to do. Yep, and I don't know when I'm going to upload like the last two, because I kept saying I was going to upload this month, that month, but it's like already July, so it's probably not going to be uploaded until August, because I'm playing like the other mode right now, and I'm trying to get every single thing. So I'll probably play that later and try and beat it. And trust me, there was so many blurs I had to do in that game. So many blurs, there were so many bugs, blurs. And I had to like stay up until like the blur effect worked. Like so many blur, and I'm getting to the point in the game where I'm about to actually do blur. I don't even know. Sometimes the recording would fail. A lot of stuff happened. I already got like the titles and stuff. And now I'm just going to end the video. Unless you got another last word. Any last word? No one says until. So yeah, like I still have like the pictures and stuff from like the field trips. But I'll have to like block the other people's faces and not just mine. Maybe I have to block my school sweater and stuff because I don't want information what school I go to. I could do that, but it would not show everyone's faces. Only like my face. My face only. Okay. A minute the video is the live is 58 minutes. So I'm just going to do this until 58 minutes. So enjoy just going around circle. Get sick. Don't get sick. Okay, 58 minutes, and the last word was Delvis, Relvis, helpless. Oh. Yeah, and maybe I'll probably do some facts that you don't know about me. Maybe like on like the Dirt channel. Probably do like some facts that you didn't know about me. Because there's some stuff that you actually don't know about me. Like if you pay attention. Like like right now I am like I'm looking straight right now, but my eyes, this one always look the other way. So for me, I'm seeing straight, but everyone else sees my eye go around, and I could see that in the mirror. Yep, I was born with a lazy eye on one side, and I'm not allowed to wear eye patch, or else it will affect the other eye. Yeah, basically I got a lazy eye. Not going people have it. Wow, it's already Wednesday, July 14th. No, I probably just seriously just end the video because I still have a video to do. And also, if you saw my newest video on the first channel, Apparently, I said like something in the video, and I'm surprised like no one is questioning it. Don't think they cared that Mario and Luigi are now public enemy number one. So that video is going to take a while because there's so many videos before. Also, there's a video I did months ago, but I'll probably upload it soon. One of the video I will probably never upload because of reasons that I do not want to talk about. My friend blames his teacher. No. Yes, I want to end the live stream by giving you all the middle